What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt's Wrestling Recap. With 2 nights of WrestleMania behind us, we kicked off with Raw after WrestleMania, and let's just say it left a lot
Oh,
of people
disaster.
tired.
I want to cut you right off. It was a
Oh
disaster.
gosh.
Oh, what a shit show tonight was. All right. So I was expecting something really good. Okay. I was expecting a good 3 hours with, oh man, a chaotic open to Raw. I was expecting, like nonstop action. So Triple H opens up the show. Nice pop. Basically talking about the success of WrestleMania this past weekend, talking about the WWE universe, how we make it all possible, thanking the staff, the wrestlers, all the crew. Uh, Kind of going into the sale of WWE Endeavor, but didn't go into crazy details, I guess. Then welcoming Roman Reigns to celebrate his win against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Roman finally getting to the ring with a smile on his face. Crowd was just booing the hell out of him. I mean, I expected that's what I expected, and I was hoping for even a louder boo, basically telling everybody to acknowledge him. Cody Rhodes coming down, holding his ribs, basically saying he wants a rematch. And Reigns basically had no interest. Rhodes then pivoted, asked for a tag team match, and he said, "I just want to get in the ring with you tonight." To be honest, like he's teed off, and I think everybody is too. Challenge was accepted with two conditions. Rhodes had to pick somebody who worked WrestleMania as his partner, and whoever teamed with him would never get another title shot. Brock Lesnar music hit, and out comes the Beast with a smile on his face. So I guess that's our main event. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus Brock and Cody Rhodes. Whatever, we'll move to that after, but it was a big letdown. Our next segment was a actual matchup with Omos coming out to the ring, actually taking on Elias. Nothing said. Omos just basically demolishing Elias. I don't really know. The match was incomplete. I don't get it. I don't know what WWE was thinking, but with Omos having a match, the second segment of the night, I mean, I think we all get vibes from Mr. Kennedy Vincent, whatever I can't. I don't even want to say his name right
Vincent
because
Kennedy McMahon, him and that new mustache,
I
man.
didn't even want to say it right because this whole Raw was giving us Vincent vibes. Vincent
Uh,
vibes indeed. Oh, is right. Rey
God, we didn't
Mysterio
know
out
something
next.
bad was gonna happen when we saw Omos versus Elias the first match. The opener wasn't horrible, but
No,
it was
it
just like
wasn't, dude. But the Omos and like, what is the point? And the whole show, nothing did it for me. There's like, wow, I see they're slowly building things up towards Backlash, but nothing's doing it for me. Rey Mysterio back on Raw, set to take on Austin Theory. Actually, as Theory comes out, basically blabbering about how good he is, blah blah blah. Rey Mysterio hoping to shut him up. Dom actually attacked his dad after the match, causing a or not as a disqualification. Dominic allowed Theory to hit a finisher for the win, distracting Rey Mysterio. Dom then attacked his dad after the match. As Damian Priest kind of directed everything. Dom walked over to Bad Bunny, who was in the crowd ringside, traded some words, decked Dom in the face. Priest pulled Bunny over the barricade, threw him over the announce table, crashing through. Austin Theory took the W here. Bad Bunny got smashed through a table. Don't really know what that Austin Theory segment did for me with Rey Mysterio, but it did set up a Bad Bunny and Rey Mysterio versus Damian Priest and Dominic, hopefully a Backlash. But I don't know. They're saying that Bad Bunny got injured, but I think it's a work. But the way he did land was actually pretty tough.
see, I don't mind this match, especially if they have it for Backlash. But the real problem I have with tonight's show is, especially after WrestleMania, we're supposed to be building towards new storylines, and it just seemed like everything
And
was
then
feeling
build towards
all over the
anything.
place. Yeah.
It was just all filler. Like there was no meaning towards everything. So what actually had meaning next, I guess you could say, just was random. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn coming out, basically holding a open challenge basically next. If anybody's in the back wants to, take on the new team of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, the Street Profits actually come and interrupt, and we actually get an impromptu tag team match.
This was probably the best thing of the night
This
so
this is the
far.
best segment of the night. Thank gosh. It was a fun match, you know, even though Ford and Dawkins probably, maybe they'd earn a title shot if they won, even though they didn't. But they had a great showing, and Kevin Owens and Zayn were able to get the win with a stunner and a haluva kick to Montez Ford. It looked like Ford didn't actually want to take that haluva kick. He was like sitting in the middle of the ring waiting for Zayn to actually move him to get him into position. I don't know. It was kind of an awkward ending to the match, but whatever. I'm just happy Kevin Owens and Sammy are champs. You know what I mean? But what does this do? Are we going to see the Profits in the title picture soon? I don't know, but I can't complain, to be honest with you. I cannot complain about that. Bobby Lashley had a brief interaction with Bronson Reed backstage, setting up probably a future feud with those two. Mustafa Ali tried to give him some advice about positivity because, Bobby Lashley has not been happy the way he's been treated, and they put that into a storyline, and I actually like that. Almighty ended up beating him to the ring until they were able to start a match. Bobby Lashley just destroyed him, and that was basically it. Seth Rollins came down to the ring afterwards. The crowd was just singing his theme song, and then he just went to the back.
So
That
weird.
was it. Super weird.
I heard they also cut a few things from tonight because a few things ran over. So I don't know. It just seemed like I got to give WWE credit. They put on two great shows for WrestleMania. I bet they were
Of
pretty
course.
worn out. But it just seemed like the Raw after WrestleMania, we were all hyped up, especially from last night's Mania, and it just
And
kind of fell flat for me.
it fell flat. And I mean, you know what? I get everybody's tired. You know what I mean? I get this, I get that, but like leave it to stars that didn't have much of a WrestleMania.
Yeah, like
Have them put on a show.
Bring LA Knight to Monday Night Raw, have him and Bobby face each other, something.
Right. Because Bobby was dying to get hopefully a match, and we got Shane McMahon instead. I just don't know what WWE's thinking. It's just
Who blew
horrible
out his knee?
booking on that part.
Yeah, gosh.
But a women's contenders match is next. These two teams hopefully to get a title shot in the future against the Raw women, excuse me, against the women's tag team champions, Becky Lynch and Lita, with Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Dakota Kai and Io Sky. So I don't know. I don't know. So Morgan sent both Kai and Sky out of the ring so Raquel could, create a nice tag team power bomb like they did at WrestleMania, which was awesome. Morgan then hit Kai with Oblivion to score a win and earn her title. Her and Raquel a title shot against Lita and Becky Lynch in the future. We actually learned it's going to happen Monday, but cool. I guess I was hoping to see Becky and Lita on Raw, but we didn't. We got them in a backstage segment, but it just really didn't do a lot for me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I don't know. Maybe we're just being way too harsh. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know the comments, and we'll have to let us know. But
Right. And then Bianca Belair coming down to the ring, explaining how she's the toughest, the bestest, the EST basically after coming off a huge win at WrestleMania against Asuka. It was weird. Rhea Ripley comes down and basically talks to her face to face and says, I chose Charlotte, I didn't choose you, and that's why you're lucky, and that's still why you're holding the Raw Women's Championship. I don't know why they did this. I mean, it's cool to see them both in the ring. They'll set up a future shot, maybe an opportunity for them to face each other in the future. But why not have somebody go after Bianca Belair?
yeah, start a new
Somebody
feud with
fresh, you
her.
know? Why just have Rhea Ripley come out? It was cool to see Rhea, but you know what? Save her maybe for SmackDown, and let's see a new challenger for the Raw Women's Championship. But that didn't really happen. I don't know. I'm just being. I don't know. Maybe we're being too. I guess we
Hard,
could say
yeah.
harsh, but it just didn't do it for me. All right, now we'll head to our main event as we were hopefully promised a
It
good
took
main
us.
event. Actually, let's talk about a quick promo from The Miz after a hellacious WrestleMania being attacked by just a few people, to name a few: Shane McMahon, uh, Snoop Dogg, a disastrous, Shane McMahon torn ACL. Matt Riddle actually returns and attacks The Miz. So we see that Miz is just basically taking a beat down this past weekend from just stars. And you know what? We're gonna see Miz and Riddle face one-on-one next week on Raw. But Riddle returning to Raw, that was cool. But that's all they have for us tonight.
Yeah, I
That's
was.
all they had for us besides our main event, I guess you could say, but it just really was it was really weird. So Sikoa and Roman Reigns set to take on Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. Okay. Bell's just about to ring. All men are introduced. Lesnar grabs Rhodes out of nowhere and hits him with two F5s, proceeds to attack Cody with Reigns and Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman making a exit. No match at all. It was just a 8-minute beatdown of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar putting him through an announcer's table, an F5 on the steel steps. Brock Lesnar then coming back with a minute to spare on Raw as he headed back to Gorilla and then came back out with Cody Rhodes being about to be put on a stretcher. Basically, he just comes in and flips off everybody,
My
basically
favorite.
flipping off Cody Rhodes. I don't know. Maybe they're setting up a Cody Rhodes Brock Lesnar match at the next pay per view. Backlash is Brock Lesnar pissed that Cody Rhodes couldn't dethrone Roman Reigns. Not sure what this is, but it was completely, as everybody says, lackluster, and it was complete filler. Crowd was surprised. I mean, I sure was too, but this was just what do they got in store for Cody Rhodes? I was hoping for some clarification, and we didn't get that. But you know what? Maybe this is part of the story. Not really
Oh,
sure, but we got to get some answers soon.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see, right? It took till like 2 hours and 59 minutes for me to get hyped up about the show, which is pretty bad. My favorite part of the night was Brock Lesnar coming back out to flip off the crowd. So
I think that was the highlight of the night.
absolutely. Let us know if you guys think we're being too harsh about tonight's show. Always like, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully we have a better show for you guys on Friday with a SmackDown recap for you on Saturday. Until
It'll be
then,
interesting. Peace.
out. This has been KozMatt. Thanks for watching.